I did a project on Madrid, the capital of Spain, and it's both a city and a community. For geography, there's the Manzanares River, which is very narrow and often dry, flowing along the western edge of the city. The Lozoya River, where most of the water supply comes from. And bordering the city, country-wise, would be Portugal, France, and the Mediterranean Sea. But county-wise, there's Castilla y León, Castilla-La Mancha, Extremadura, and Aragon. For food, the traditional culinary food is sopa de gallo, which is a soup consisting of poached egg and chicken broth flavored with sherry and garlic, and is very simple to make. There's the calamari sandwich, which is the specialty of the city, and even though it's just calamari on bread. And then there's finally the churros and hot chocolate, which are the sugary dough sticks, the spicy Spanish hot chocolate. Meal times are more relaxed, and people usually eat at a leisurely pace. Generally, breakfast is at 8 a.m. with lunch at 3 p.m. A light snack at around 6 p.m. and then the evening meal would be at 10 p.m. And naps are normally taken after lunch, so the evening hours you will have more energy. Agriculturally, Madrid manufactures many of the machinery used in farming, but they are also known for growing wheat, grapevines, and olives. Fast food-wise, you've got the traditional McDonald's, KFC, Taco Bell, and Bravo's. But Wok to Wok is a very famous Chinese fast food place. Just Eat is online takeout. Los Bocadillos is Spanish cuisine, and Mr. Dog is just another generic fast food place. For clothing, traditionally, the chulapo and the chulapa are the national folk costume of Madrid, worn on the 15th of May, which is their patron day. And families normally dress very formally in the evening. Popular clothing includes, for the summer, loose tops, bright light cottons, and a hat. And for winter, it would be a warm overcoat and gloves. Madrid is not as relaxed when it comes to wearing things such as shorts and sandals. Citizens are usually more formally dressed, but for tourists, it doesn't really matter. Popular clothing stores include the women's clothing store Mango, children's clothing Biscuit, Mercado Fianquero for generic clothing, and Adolfo Dominguez for upscale generic clothing. Population of Madrid is 3,128,600, and there are 307,116 of those people from America, 121,852 from Europe, 38,857 from Africa, 37,471 from Asia, and 223 from Oceania. The rest, 2,623,081, are from Spain. The currency is from the euro, and the literacy rate is 99%, and the poverty rate is only 1.5%, which is about 27,000 families. Mainly, people from several countries live in Madrid, including Ecuador, Romania, Bolivia, Colombia, Peru, Morocco, and China. Government-wise, Madrid has a mayor with a 52-member city council called the Pleno or Plenary. They represent three parties: the Partido Popular, or the Popular Party, the Partido Socialista Obrero Español, which is the Spanish Socialist Workers' Party, and Izquierda Unida, which is the United Left. Officials are elected and run elections of the mayor, approve bills, decrees, budgets, and how many things are run throughout the city. The government is stable and provides public representation in the country. The current mayor is Ana Botella, who was elected in 2011. And here you can find an article on unemployment rate, pensions, and laws that were passed about it in Madrid at HuffingtonPost.com. Music-wise, flamenco is found largely here. Madrid is the flamenco capital of the world. They hold large flamenco festivals and parties. Flamenco dancing is usually spontaneous and is rarely rehearsed. Other artists from Madrid include Ska P, which is a punk rock band formed in Vallecas, Madrid. Hombres G, which is a pop rock band formed in 1982 and was prominent during the 80s and 90s. And most famously, Julia Iglesias, which is a singer and songwriter who has sold over 300 million records worldwide. Some famous figures from Madrid include Lope de Vega, who lived from 1562 to 1635. He was a famous playwright and poet of the Spanish literature Golden Age, famous for hundreds of plays and poems, and is one of the key figures in Baroque literature. Jose Ortega y Gasset, who lived from 1883 to 1955, was a liberal philosopher and essayist who worked during 20th century Spain, when the kingdom was changing between monarchies, republics, and dictatorships. He is mainly known for criticism of modern civilization. And finally, Jose Aguirre y Izagüera, who lived from 1832 to 1916, who was a civil engineer, mathematician, and leading dramatist in 19th century Spain, and went on to be the co-winner of the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1904. Famous holidays of Madrid include the feast day of San Isidro, which is celebrated on May 15th. A traditional feast and festival are usually held in the open-air area called the Pradera del Santo. The holiday celebrates the patron saint San Isidro, who is also the patron saint of farmers. The celebrations include a large mass hosted by the Royal Collegiate Church of San Isidro. The second holiday would be the Day of Madrid, celebrated on May 2nd, or known as Fiesta de la Comunidad de Madrid, 2 de Mayo, and is the anniversary of an uprising against French troops in 1808, and many businesses are closed, people take extended holidays, and police and military parades are held, along with street parties and communal meals. Famous tourist attractions include the Teatro Real, or the Royal Theatre, located across from the Royal Palace and constructed under the reign of Isabella II, known as one of the greatest opera houses in Europe and seats almost 1,900 people. The theater, even in present day, is a common subject of alterations, political changes, and renovations, but is still very popular to visit. Plaza Mayor Square, located in the center of Madrid, is a rectangular plaza and a main center for tourism and citizens alike. The plaza includes both the Casa de la Panaderia, municipal and multicultural building, and is home to the calamari sandwich. The plaza also holds the festival for San Isidro and is visited by thousands of people a year. The Thyssen-Bornemisza Museum, as part of the Golden Triangle of Art, the museum holds over 1,600 paintings and at one point was the second largest art collection in the world. The building itself is complex and stunning with its architecture built in the 17th century, and the museum holds one of the most popular private art collections in the world, second to the only British Royal Collection, and includes the collection of Trecento and Quattrocento. What I learned throughout this project was that Madrid has much more culture and history to it than just being the capital of Spain, and aside from being a city, there's also a flourishing community with millions of people. There are many people from different regions living in the city and have a smoothly functioning government running. And famous philosophers and writers have also come from Madrid, and holidays and traditions are very important to the city. I also know that Madrid was a main point in many Spanish events both today and in the past, including national meetings and conventions, as well as famous battles in the older era. And here are the works cited. Okay.